what I'm saying is, and I know when I closed on the 11th, I know that guy had to know. Because the lady say they told him 30 days in advance. But he said not. I mean, he didn't say, well, Patricia, you know, after this day, you want to call another number. Nothing. It's like mom's the word, so I'm letting you all know you're not gonna get no one.
Oh no,
you know what Dr. Ford Yahweh said in the scripture? He said he didn't have his people attack the Amalekites until their iniquity was full.
Right.
And what's happening with these Luciferians, these banks and stuff, the iniquity is going to be full when they do that transition, because just recently, people went down to Citibank to try to take their money out the bank. They pulled them all in and locked the doors and called the police.
That sure did.
It was all over the internet. Them people was trying to close their account. I don't know if they got scared about mortgage or whatever. I know that Paula had more information about it. If you go on Google,
we showed it
on there.
We showed it in class.
Yeah. So, you know, what's going to happen when they start doing that, that means the iniquity is full now.
Oh, yeah.
Because you got a lot of nerve to deplete somebody's money 40%. The people of the United States, or the people worldwide, they're going to uprise. Like you said, when money fails, chaos reigns. You're going to have so much violence, they're going to be trying to burn banks down and do all kinds of stuff. It's just going to be a mess.
Right. But it's just scary though, because I never in my life heard of a bank just like disappearing and all the people just disappearing overnight. You know, people you used to call, you need something, they just gone.
Well, it's just like digital money.
You know, overnight.
Digital money just disappears, so that's no problem. That's what this is.
Then if I had closed when I did, the people who signed my agreement and my deal, my short sale deal, they would have been gone. You know, I would have said, well, so-and-so signed this, they would say, well, who is that?
Oh, yeah.
He gone. He looking for another, you know. I would have been just messed up.
Any more questions or comments? Those are some of the things I'll get into more detail. I just want to give you an overview of some of the things that that we'll be going through in 2012 in more detail. This plays an important scheme on the close or the end of this age. You have to understand that when they left Egypt, that's what I'm going to end up with. When they left Egypt, this was the old world. When they came out here in the wilderness of the holy place, this was the new heavens and what? New earth. Because the old world, Egypt and all passed away. So that's what you're looking at. You're looking at we're down here in Egypt. As a matter of fact, America is called New Egypt. And most of the symbolism of the Illuminati is from Egypt. So they have all the symbolism of Egypt. And that's basically what we're playing. But they will be overthrown and all that stuff as Egypt was. And we go out and
we're going to take Jerusalem. You got USA right in it. Jerusalem is right up there.
Right.
Yep. USA right there.
USA in the middle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jerusalem is USA right there.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Right. It's up there. Yeah.
Right. Because this is called New Egypt, was also called New Jerusalem, America. This is that's what I do. I'll show you historically that this is the mystical land.
Yeah.
I have a question. Now, the Maya Indians, were they doing their projections by pattern or by the stars?
No, they were doing it by the stars, and they had a long count when they did it by the stars, exactly. And what they noticed is that according to their calendar, their calculation, this age, there was the end of their calendar, end of an age, or an era, which is about 40, 50 years late.
But the heavens declare the glory of El.
Yeah, but they saw the same thing. They saw an age coming in by looking at the stars. It's the same principle. It wasn't exact because they didn't have the scriptures, but they knew that there was great change. They said this is supposed to be a great spiritual awakening. Well, the spiritual awakening took place in the day of Pentecost, and it's still taking what?
Place now.
It's still taking place now.
Yeah, I just want to mention, my son has he knows a guy. Like about in his mid-20s, he lost his job, and I think about 2 weeks ago, the city of Chicago took his car, for payments. He lost his car, and he took a bunch of pills and tried to commit suicide. And my point is, how can somebody not value their life, not want to live poor, would rather die than to live poor? And that's to say that he could have just as easy, since he knew he was going to die anyway, just went up in a Burger King and took 20 people with him. Right? So, it's just amazing how people would rather die than to live without, money.
Okay, because this here has defined their existence. In America, this defines your existence. And without this, you can do what? Nothing. Now you go out and live.
But you can hustle up.
Now you understand? No. That's why I say nothing. That means they want to be able to go to Starbucks.
Carnal-minded people don't think like that.
And they carnal-minded. And see, mind what since you said that, see, Yahweh told Israel that He would bless them with all the precious, all material things. But He told them if they be disobedient, He would do what? Curse, and they would be stripped of all that they had, and they would be buck naked, and they would have the same type of thing: despair. They would have fear because they didn't know when the enemy was going to come in and kick the door down and snatch them, and all this type of thing because they were disobedient to not understanding or having faith in Yahweh. So you having faith in Yahweh, you can be delivered. And one of the things I'm going to show you is when Abraham came out of Ur of Chaldees. Listen, I tell you, get me. I tell you how I'm gonna end up at this. How did Abraham get his money? He come out, he didn't have a whole lot of money. But I'll tell you a little story. See, he had a real nice, pretty wife there. Her name was Sarah. She was a very attractive woman. So he's going down into Egypt, I think it was. He said, well, you tell them people real quick, you are